Hello everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday, if that's when you guys see this on YouTube as well. We are on day 4 here of my Holy Grail Sorceress. Already made a video on my gear update, so you can check that on YouTube if you guys want, but just to go over a quick recap here at the start. Level 71, Hell Act 2, Spirit of Viper Magi, Minald, Nagelring, Chance Guards, String of Ears, some Magic Find Res Boots, Mosers. We have an Alibaba with Rhyme for the Magic Find, Insight, Smoke, and some Lightning Absorb against Mephisto. So nothing too spectacular, but that's where we are at right now with this Sorceress. I did just finish doing 100 Players 8 and Dariel runs, so now I kind of want to do that for either Baal or Mephisto, or both. So that's what we're going to be doing next here. So I just need to figure out a build I want to go. I know Blizzard is usually the preferred option here, but honestly I don't know if I want to play Blizzard specifically. Also not sure what players is best to play on here. I know Players 8 is not the best. It's usually like 1, 3, 5, or 7, so I might just go Players 5 here. We'll see how that plays out here. So Players 5. Or maybe I should just go Players 8, but I know Baal will take a very long time to kill. No Crushing Blow on the Merc. On Blizzard, I have Static Field. Might even have to go Fireball, to be honest, but we're going to try it. Players 5 here. So this is going to be run 1 here. Just got to make sure I'm recording here. So run 1 here for Players 5 Mephisto. I just hope my Merc doesn't die very often. He seems to be doing okay right now, but he can easily die, of course, in future runs. Alright, let's see. Mesh Armor, let's take a look. 2 sockets. I guess we'll test out Baal as well here. So that was Players 5, so maybe I can go to Players 8 and still quickly kill. In terms of Mephisto, I don't know about Baal though, so we'll check that out. My map was reset because I did go to normal to reset my Durance map, so it also reset my Worldstone map. So hopefully we have a good one here. So far it looks okay. My previous map for Worldstone had souls every single game and also the occasional dolls, so it was a really bad map overall. So we got a pretty short distance here on Throne as well, so I'm actually... Okay, I'm not a big fan of this anymore. We've got dolls. If we get them multiple runs in a row, I might have to reset for Baal. We'll see though. Let's turn up the game volume a little bit. Might be too loud. Just one there. So the distance between Durance and Worldstone isn't too bad, so I might keep this map. I'm just worried about the dolls in Worldstone here. That's my worry. So we'll have to see how that turns out. We are level 72 here, almost full res. Probably going to put some more into Cold Mastery here. Some of you guys were getting at me about, oh, get 175%, so I think I might do that, especially against Baal here. So I'll start putting some more into Cold Mastery for this build as I level up. I really should be using my Alibaba, but I'm not really worried about it on the minions, because even with the Alibaba, I feel like the minions don't drop a whole lot, other than maybe like runes. There's my Merc dying. Yeah, he's dead right there. So I still have to kite him. Okay, smoke is not enough to keep him alive through this. So we're gonna go pick him up real quick. So I really should be running the Alibaba. I know I will be for Baal, but the minions I'm not so sure. If you guys want to let me know if you think it's better that way, you guys can go ahead. So like for example here, my Magic Find is 166. But when I swap over, it's 263, which is a pretty big difference. And honestly, my res is still pretty decent. It's mostly my cast rate I think that's affected. 64 down to 30. So I do lose at least one break point there. I'll try it though. I'm going to try the Alibaba. Yeah, we still kill pretty fast. So I'll probably just stick with the Alibaba then here and use my Mosers and Spirit for teleporting safely. Oh yeah, that's plenty of damage. Alibaba should be perfectly fine. I mean, I'm probably actually going to go up to players 8 here since I... Oh, don't die, Merc. Amplify is deadly. Okay, we've got some rare Greaves and a plated belt. Not going to be upgrades, but you never know, they could be good. Static a little bit longer. Now, Baal, I would appreciate it if you do not kill my Merc and you do not knock me back 24/7. I would very much appreciate it. So far, so good. So he does take a while on players 5, so that will be a little bit there on players 8. So let's see, we got to circlet. One pal. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Paladin skills with res, like early on, if you don't have like a Shaco or something, that's actually quite nice. But we are not a paladin. Some castrate would be absolutely amazing there for like just to drop. So we have decent lightning resistance and poison here, but nothing else. 21 magic fine, duo res, but unfortunately it's low res, so not good at all. What are you missing? Oh yeah, tooth throw. Let's take a look at this real quick. So I don't have this yet. Kind of a cool armor, but not that great overall. So let's just sell everything here. Kind of tempted to keep that, but nah. Got to keep the tooth throw though for collection. Let's go ahead and throw that over in the page here. So I think after that test run on players 5, I can definitely handle players 8. It will take a little bit longer, but that's the whole purpose of the Magic Find video that I want to do, which is players 8 Meph, players 8 Baal. So I think we're doing pretty good so far. I think the maps are decent enough, I don't have to re-roll them. It's going to be completely dependent on how many times I get dolls in the throne. If they're consistently there, I will have to re-roll, but hopefully it's okay. Oh, I forgot to reset players. It's going to be too late here. Curious, Hawk Helm. So we got some class items there. I should probably pick up a key afterwards. Oh yes, we always get lucky that way. Nice key from the chest. That one's locked as well. Okay, so I know we don't have this either, so we're going to keep that. Elemental skills, 1 tornado, so those aren't very good either. Let's remember to go to players 8. Gotta heal the mercenary here while selling this stuff as well. Okay, we got some souls here. Luckily it's just a short distance. This is where I'm going to be afraid. Souls and dolls. Yeah, there's the dolls. Do never attack. Let the merc target them first. Oh. With only 900 health, you can die pretty much instantly here, especially on players 8. So I'm taking a big risk here, but I'm okay with that because if by chance I do die here, I can get back up real quick. Because I got this source up real quick already, so I'm not too worried, but I really should be. the risk I take for Players 8 series. Ooh, that's some damage right there too with Decrepify. Shouldn't teleport on them like that. Should sit back, let the Merc go in. And then Static. What's up? Not much, man. How are you doing, man? What are you up to, Jank? You magic finding? Anything like that? I finished my Andy runs yesterday. I'm pretty sure you were here yesterday. I finished my Andy run, so now I'm focusing on Baal and Meph. Hopefully a little bit more exciting. Because Andy doesn't drop that much great stuff. Unless like an SOJ drops. Otherwise everything's terrible. So it should be a little bit more exciting. I'm hoping for like an Oculus or something here. Oculus, Wizard Spike, maybe even Shaco. Merc is gonna die like 100% here. Don't die, Merc, please. Okay, everything's fine. We're good. So that's another level up here. We are level 73. So far, so good. Players A is able to be handled. It's really Baal that's going to take a long time. The waves don't seem to be that big of a deal. Alright, doesn't look like anything of value here this run on minions anyway. Minions, like, they can drop good stuff, of course, occasionally, but it's nothing to really look forward to. It's all about Baal. Once we get him very close to death, we'll swap here because he does have a lot of health on Players 8. Come on, Merc, you got this. I should move back. Oh, well, not back now. Let's go the other way. I don't want to get mana burned here. Merc's dead. May he rest in peace. Players A is annoying for bosses. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Let's move back a bit. He's so close. Dragon Shield, I know we don't have that yet. So we'll take a look at that real quick. Tiamat's Rebuke. All res 30. It's like a miniature Storm Shield. You're good? You got your jaw yesterday from cubing 2 burrs from Lower Kuros? Nice. Farming with your Hammerden in the caves, Act 5. Do you have an Enigma yet? It sounds like you do if you cubed 2 burrs for a jaw. It sounds like you must have another burr and now you have Enigma. Make sure it's on Players 8. Come on, something good, let's go. Nope, nothing of value there, it looks like. Let's make sure we pick up a key now that I remember. Yeah, Enigma, the other bird dropped in Ancient Tunnels a couple weeks ago. Nice, Ancient Tunnels. Someone found an Ohm recently too, they were telling me. Yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday or the day before. Oh no, souls, death lords. Okay, not so bad. We are okay. Almost 74. I should write down a like a wish list on the left side of the stream so you guys can see what I'm looking for. Because right now I want a Wizard Spike or an Oculus, and if extremely lucky, Shaco. I'm pretty sure it drops off Nightmare Baal. I haven't had it happen, but I'm pretty sure. Still need a gold wrap as well for the extra magic find. Talrash's for sure, of course. I would like the Oculus so I don't have to use a Alibaba on swap. So there's our 74. Damn, my Merc dies so quickly. Alright, let's go. What do we have? Venom Grip. Nope. Already have those. Not useful at all. You farmed Helmet for so long to get your Arachnid and Skulders. Over 1,000 runs. Oh, man. Yeah, I did about maybe 200. I got my Shaco in the first 100 in a video, and then I kind of did a little bit more just to see what else I could get. After that, I pretty much stopped, though. It's going to be a bit harder for me now, because I would go to, like, Tristram and the Mausoleum and stuff, because I would make a video for it, 100 runs, and it was a good reason to maybe find something there while also knocking out a video. But now, since I've already done that stuff, I feel like I'm going to have to just do Mephisto consistently now. Because I don't really want to go do Tristram again in hell, right? Tristram is not good. But if I got lucky, I did it for the video, and then I found something like a Mal. Oh. Oh my god, that was scary. Gotta get the Merc back. Gotta remember this is players 8. damage increase.
A 1,001 blessings upon you.
Okay, what do we have here? Talrasha Mask? Okay, so that's good. I don't have that yet, so I can actually give that to the mercenary. So we'll identify that in a moment here. So there's our Talrasha Mask. I do have the wand already, which I found on my way to Nightmare Act 5, which I didn't actually record. So now of course, we get the mask and the wand first. No belt, surprisingly, yet. So let's go ahead and save that real quick. Alrighty. So we can give that to the mercenary. Pretty sure I have that actually. We'll just double check. Yep, we do have it. You just subscribed, man? I heard the notification. I just wanted to check something real quick with the Tal Mask. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. Very much appreciated. Making that dream come true. Oh no, souls. The scariest thing is when you try and teleport across a wall and you get stuck when you're under attack, because in a situation like this, especially on players 8, if you stop for 1 second, you could actually die from it. And this is where I need to be like Fireball Orb, but on players 8, I need all the damage I can get. I just hope my Merc can clear this out. Oh my god, that is way too many. I'm just gonna reset this. Important to support guys that stream old games. Ain't that the truth, man? Although surprisingly, this game is going very strong considering how old it is. Like, I've actually been very surprised. Because, like, I'm sure you've seen it, right? I play both WoW and Diablo. And Diablo, for me anyway, maybe not for other people, but for me, Diablo gets more views than my Warcraft videos now. Which says a lot. So, like, Diablo is, considering how old it is doing very good. Come on, Merc, don't die. Alright, let's go. Come on. Something good. Ah, nope. Scale mail. Okay, gotta hope for no witches, or at least only a few coming up here. Okay, that's a much better run. Okay, we've got a Grand Charm. Hopefully that's a skiller. I don't see it happening, but it would be pretty awesome. 18 to life. Almost 75 here. Diablo 2 is relatively big for how old it is. He has like 500 viewers sometimes. Yeah, if you compare it to other games, for sure, it's very small. I've actually I've seen Llama get, I think, like 1,000 plus when the ladder reset occurred, when he was doing the whole reset team thing. I saw he was at like 1,000 plus. That was pretty awesome. That's not even including the other streamers too, who are at a few hundred below him as well. Now we got some Hotspurs again. Other than the one run I found Viper Magi and Peasant Crown off Mephisto, almost every single run's been terrible. Oh no, we got a lot of dolls here. Even champion dolls. It's asking for a death right there. I think we'll be okay though. Most of them are getting stuck. Alright, excellent. We got through that, no problem. Nightmare? Yes. This is Nightmare difficulty. Nightmare players 8. I finished my 100 players 8 Andariel runs yesterday, so now I'm focused on Mephisto and Baal players 8. I'm just interested in the comparison. Players 1 to players 8, see how lucky I get. Do not want to waste that full rejuve. Whoops. Halfway to 76. Excellent. So far, nothing too great off the minions themselves. Hopefully a decent rune or something that will come by. It'll be a shock if I see anything good. I never get too much luck off the waves. It's always Baal. Frostburn, I already have both of those, unfortunately, so nothing good off that run either. Mephisto letting me down once again, no surprise there. I slightly forgive him though because he did give me the Viper. So, I don't want to complain too much about Meph. Because usually he's terrible for me, but when he does finally come in, it's something I could desperately use. Which would be the Viper in this case here. So that's really good. No, it won't let me blizzard them properly because they're hiding behind that rock or whatever that is, that crystal. Come on, Merc, kill him. Let's go. Gonna have to go back to town here. Well, in a second at least. Okay, there we go. I could easily solve that witch problem by going fireball with orb, but on player's 8, I want as much damage as possible. That was only a few witches too, and it still took that long. Cold immune. This might be a while, maybe. Oh, come on, Merc. You got this, buddy. Just focus strictly on him. I really, really hope I can find a better 4-socket polearm so we can actually do damage, because this sucks. I might actually have to switch off. I really don't want to, but depends on the luck of these runs. Almost there. There we go. Nice, there's 76. Do I have a torch? Use the Hydra for cold immunes? I don't have torch. I'm only 76 in Hell Act 2. Very fresh sorceress. Torch would be really nice right now, though. Like, I'm still getting through. It's just like the occasional cold immune that sucks. Because like my gear is really bad right now. It's just like a little bit of magic find items and then Viper Magi and Moser's Spirit Sword. Shaco Oculus, mid-rune, I don't know, something good. Twin Axe, I believe that's the Druid Skills Axe. And a Sigon's Shield, which I don't have yet, so I'm gonna pick that up real quick. Yep, I'll strike, that's right. Oh my god, let me identify. Oh man, my mouse skills will never get good in this game. Jeez. Okay, so we have 2 new collectible items there, but other than that, not too much progress. Okay, saving that real quick. Since, as I mentioned, I am also recording for YouTube videos right now as well. 100 runs on Players 8. That's why I'm doing Players 8, even though it's not really recommended. I'm doing it for both Meph and Baal, so I can knock 2 videos with 1 stone. Technically, 3 things, actually. The third thing would be finding gear before I go into Hell mode as well. Alright. We found a Tellerized armor unique, which I do not have yet, so that's going to be very nice. Let's check all these chests real quick. Mephisto, once again, disappointing, other than the fact he got us a collectible. The Iron Pelt. Very nice damage reduction on that. These are the kind of waves or rooms that I like here. The way we rolled this room here with Ancients and Venom Lords, because we kill it so quickly. No witches, no dolls, no souls. This would be the ideal room, I think, right here. Not very dangerous. And time efficient as well.
I can't carry anymore.
Two to curses with Decrepify, that's not good. Teleport charges on that staff. If I was like a paladin or something right now, that would be really good. Soul rune, damn. Every time I see a rune drop, I'm like, yes, ah.
I am overburdened.
Thanks.
Don't die on me, Merc. Ooh, that's close. He has full resistances, and he's still dying so easily. Like, how, man? How?
I can't carry.
I don't know how, but that's what's happening. So this staff is level 36 with a level 30 or level 3 teleport charge. I'm actually gonna save this because I'm gonna knock on wood here. If I end up dying, I might go paladin or something, and then I'll have a teleport staff. So I might stick with this staff and throw it in the stash after this. I do prefer sorcerers though, so I'd rather not die because they're much easier in terms of teleporting early, which is technically solved with the staff. But on top of that, the kind of gear that they can use, right? Like for example, you don't need an Enigma, you can just use Scalders, so you get match find off that, for example. Or things like Oculus instead of Wizard Spike, Hodo, so you can get more magic find in different ways as a sorceress, which is the other reason why I like them. Alright, gonna quickly go to the stash here. Let's throw this, let's see here. Page 99 is usually what I use for like random rares, circlets, skill charms, stuff like that, so I'll just throw it there. Alright, Baal. Something good this run, please. Especially if you're gonna... Oh god. Jesus, that was scary. Players 8, man. Okay, this is a good spot. I'm not getting hit by anything. Merc isn't dying. There we go. Grand set. Come on, man. I almost died there, and the knockbacks are annoying, and I get nothing for it. Worst trade deal, if you ask me. The Mouse and T2 single player is terrible. Looked at 24 FPS. Or locked at 24. Yeah, that's true. I never actually looked into that. I just know, like, something's off. Like, I'm fine in multiplayer. It's never been that bad for me, though, in single player. Like, I always thought it was me, right? Just getting worse. But how is that possible when I'm playing consistently? So maybe it is that, but I don't want to, you know, blame it on the game. Because that's what everyone usually does, right? Blame the game, not themselves. Okay, so, let's see. Oh yeah, Mephisto is what we have next. So what are you guys up to? I'm assuming you guys are magic finding with me in the background. I know that's what most of you do, and I think that's a really good idea. Because seeing someone do like Baal all the time, like every time over and over, probably isn't the most fun, but the occasional chat in the background, as well as if I find something good, right, you can quickly alt-tab and check it out. So I know you just found a jaw, or you just cubed up a jaw. What about anything else? Any luck? What are you guys up to like right now? Ancient tunnels. Okay, a Nout unique. That's Basil's Vortex, which we already have. I know we picked that up yesterday. So once again, Mephisto doing his thing. Honestly, you know what? I'm starting to like, I'm going to put my tinfoil Shaco on, and I'm going to assume Mephisto has no good gear left because everyone farmed him so much that they milked everything out of him, and now he has nothing. That's my theory on it, my tinfoil Shaco. He's been milked to death with hundreds and thousands of Mephisto runs with the recent ladder, so he has had no time to replenish his loot table. Alright, nice and easy room again. So far, I'm really liking the map for Mephisto and the map for Throne, as well as the room itself, like the Throne. It's been easy to clear aside from like 1 or 2 runs so far, which is okay. Because my previous map was giving me nothing but souls and dolls every single run. Oh, and witches, just so many witches. Usually you do that, but now you're just chilling here waiting for your dinner? Ah, nice. What are you having? I was gonna guess pizza, but you said it's in the oven. I mean, you can all, of course, have like Delicio or whatever, or like your own pizza. And the reason why I was gonna guess pizza is because every time a ladder reset comes around, I see all the time people are ordering pizza. Like, pizza is the Diablo 2 official food for ladder reset. So that would be my safest guess, but I'm guessing I'm wrong on that if I was to guess it right now. No, my Merc finally died because I was careless, too lazy to teleport. He's been nerfed since 1.11 at least. He still drops good, but takes more runs. Yeah. I know Shaco in Hell mode is like roughly 1 in 750. I see you have been getting my messages on YouTube. Patties made out of different beans. Ah, nice. That sounds delicious, actually. What kind of... You said I've been getting your messages? Yeah, usually. I like comment and reply. I don't get as many comments. Actually, I get a decent amount of comments nowadays, but I don't get enough to where I'm like swarmed and I can't answer. So I try to answer everything I can. And I try to encourage comments and discussion as well. So that's one way I try and do. I try to reply to everything. Even if it's something that's like a hi or something, I'll say hey. That's one of the things I kind of pride myself on a lot is viewer interaction. Alright, should be 77 off this right here. So far, still nothing from the actual waves themselves. Oh yeah, we gotta static him. Don't chase me, man. Please don't chase me. Go for the Merc. Almost there. Don't die, Merc. Just a little bit left. Nice. So we got some class items and a circlet. Nothing we really need, but we could get something potentially good here. So we're going to check out this circlet. Paladin skills with lightning res, so not good at all. We did have one earlier. Actually, I think it was the first run. We had a Paladin with all res 17 circlet. I thought about keeping it, but ended
For
up
the
selling
glory
it
of
instead.
Evgarod.
The claw was terrible. 20 cast rate, fire res. That's terrible at this point, but early on, like if you don't have a spirit yet, I usually use something like this, 20 cast rate to hit that 63 break point. So I usually go with that, or a 20% necro wand if you find it. So like it's really good early on, but I have a spirit now, so it's not good at all. Alright, so once again, nothing too special off that. I heard a notification, somebody subscribed on YouTube. Awesome. You looking forward to when I'm in hell and the real GG drops come? Yeah, for sure. I mean, we can eventually kind of get something here, but it's like such a low chance, right? Like Shaco on Nightmare Bale compared to Hellmeth, of course. I was saying the same thing yesterday too. Like I was doing Nightmare Andariel, man. Like the only reason to do Andariel is for SOJs, or in my case, I was also doing a Player's 8 video just for fun. But other than that, yeah, it's not that exciting. I just hope I don't die in hell. I'm going to be very, very careful when I get in there. Mephisto, come on, man. He must have gotten better at hiding his loot. Man, I'm so upset still because after I stopped streaming yesterday in the morning, I did like one more Mephisto run, and I got a Peasant Crown and a Viper Magi on the same run. So my Peasant Crown's right there. There's my stealth, so I replaced it with a low Viper. And that was on the same run, and unfortunately I wasn't recording. I always tell myself I need to record everything, and then of course I don't the one time. Because what I'll usually do is if I'm rendering a video, right, not uploading to YouTube, but if I'm like putting a video together and I go to render it all into one entire video, while it renders I'll do like a quick magic find run or two. And that's what I did, so I didn't actually record. I should have just recorded it. Oh, we got souls. Gotta be careful here. Max lightning res, but they still do a lot. Mage plate. 3-socket mage plate, that's pretty good. We'll hold on to that. If we can get a Lemrune, we can make a treachery out of that for the Merc. Alrighty. Level 77. The XP is starting to drop significantly here. Ooh, that was a really bad timing teleport. I forgot I have very slow cast rate with the Alibaba. So that was so slow, I accidentally teleported right in front of lightning bolts and stuff. Don't die, Merc. Gotta keep you alive. Okay, there we go. Good. You did lower cross runs while watching your last vid. Found low in Vex. I'm going to pause this real quick so I can catch up on chat. Good thing for single player. There's Venom Lords right there. I'm scared. You watched the last video. Found low in Vex. You got a sweet fort. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. You were the one that said that. Yeah, that's right. You got full Tal rocking at the moment. And that's a lot stronger. Where'd you get your armor and your amulet? I'm guessing Pindleskin or something like that. Or Pit. Those are usually the top two. You know the telekinesis trick with Meph Portal, by the way? Oh, yes. Yeah, I know about it. What do you still need before starting to move to Hell? There's not much left you can really get from Nightmare. Honestly, I can go into Hell right now if I wanted to. Especially with my res being higher thanks to the Magi and the Moses. I'll switch over in a sec here. Since I found this yesterday, and then I found the Magi at the very, very end of yesterday, I should be okay to go into Hell for sure now, but I just don't want to skip right past Nightmare Bale runs because I kind of want to do a video on it because people ask for my 100 runs videos. So, like, I already did 100 players 1, so I'm doing players 8 now, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about continuing on with it. I should just go into Hell mode, I think. I guess you guys can let me know right now. Do you want me to just go straight into Hell mode? Or do you want me to stick around for this? Because honestly, my drops right now are really terrible, so I'm actually considering just going straight to Hell mode. It's up to you guys. It sounds like you guys really want me to go to Hell mode, though, because Nightmare sucks. You got Amulet from Nightmare Mephisto quest? Nice. That is lucky right there. Armor from the third run on Ancient Tunnels, players 3. Also nice. I haven't had Tal Amulet at all on my last Sorceress that died, but the Sorceress before that, before she died as well, on her, I did normal Chaos at like level 21 or something like that, and it actually dropped in Chaos. Really funny. I always talk about that one because like a lot of people don't know that the Tal Amulet can drop as low as like Monster 20 or whatever the specific monster level is, but you can actually find it in normal Act 4. So I always talk about that story because it's pretty funny, because someone like Mr. Llama, who I watch all the time, he didn't have Tal Amulet for the longest time, and then I saw he finally got it. So when I went to go, or when I found mine in normal Chaos, he still didn't have it yet, so I sent him a tweet of it, and he thought it was funny. Hell, Nightmare has nothing for you? Yeah, I should probably just go to Hell mode, honestly. Even though I have a good map, but I got the Magi, I have everything, so I should probably just go into Hell. That's what we'll do, players 1. Alright, let's go ahead and start Hell mode here. And by start, I mean Act 2 maybe, or the quest. So I think I might have to rebuild to Orb Fireball here. Since I kind of want to do Den. I don't know about Countess. So what should I do? Like, I did the quest bug. I'm pretty sure I did the quest bug on Andy, so I can do Andy runs. I feel like I should go through to Act 3, so do Andy and Meph specifically. What build do you guys think I should go? I'm just going to ask you guys. You guys can pick my build. Preferably nothing bad because I'm playing hardcore. You guys recommend just pure Blizzard, or should I go Fireball Orb? What do you guys want to see here for Act 2? Mode tricking coming? Yeah, dude, it's going to be so boring. Hopefully I can handle Andariel no problem, though. I should be able to. Because if I can do that, at least I can mix that in as well. That, Ancient Tunnels, and then Mephisto as well. I really don't want to sit there and do Moat Trick 100 to 200 times. It's so boring, but I would like to get Shaco and not die. Definitely only Andariel MF, yeah. I think Ancient Tunnels sounds like it would be okay, but the problem with that is the ghouls. The ghouls can one-shot you if you teleport at like right in the middle of them. You'll die instantly. Same thing with Bloodraven with the Mausoleum and the Crypt. I did 100 runs in that when I did not have the best gear, something like this, and I actually almost died there as well. Stabilize, you have to swap. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. I'm just going to stick to Blizzard. So we're going to do a quick Andy run, make sure it's players 1. Oh yeah, that's right, I was just a nightmare, so I have to re-find everything. After playing Pluggy for so long, like the last year or so, I've been so spoiled. Oh, my aura, that scares the crap out of me. Oh, that's stun lock. We're going to wait for the health regen here. That stunlock is real. Okay, level 3 is kind of far away. I'm not a big fan of this map if I'm magic finding. I will only keep this map if the Mephisto one is really, really good. That's the only way I will keep this map. I don't have Catacombs maps memorized, so I'm like mostly guessing here. I forget what like the best pattern is. I've never looked it up. I just go based off my own instinct, so I have no idea. Okay, there's level 4. So, okay, let's see. Everything should be okay. What players do you guys recommend for Hell Andy? You guys want me to just keep it on players 1 or go up for these runs? What do you guys think? My Merc is going to get trashed here. He already is. Yeah, nothing good off that. Oh my god, let me click in. Okay, good. Merc is not going to die. I was going to say, if my Merc dies because of my poor clicking, I'll be upset. Oh my god, let me identify. There we go. I could probably go to like 3 with that. Crap map, not worth. Yeah, it's a terrible map. But we'll have to see based off Mephisto here. So I guess we'll just go through Act 2. I'm not going to be a fan of this. Hell always scares me early on. One bad teleport and it's rip. But we'll try it. I'll just have to use my escape, my save and exit map as much as I can without dying. Okay, so we got Dry Hills. Not going to bother with Waypoint unless I run into it. Hugging the walls. I want to run into as little monsters as possible. Here's the Waypoint. Nice, got the Waypoint. So what we can do here is find the lair. And then just leave a portal and we'll go into Lost City, I guess. Find the waypoints first. There's the lair. I think Lost City will be down here somewhere, maybe. Ooh, that mana burn. Let's walk this. Amplify, we're going to curse that off. Oh my god, that bad teleport. Okay, it's going to be up here probably, maybe. There it is. Oh, see it? Right there, teleporting into ghouls. Not a good idea. Luckily, they did not hit me. Armor Shrine might help a little bit here.
The gods give you strength.
Got a lot of ghouls around here. Okay, there's Valley. Kind of want the waypoint first, though. Actually, no, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Actually, no, it is a big deal. Because if I do Ancient Tunnels later, I'm going to need this waypoint. So where could it be? Okay, there it is. So I'm going to head back up. Hopefully I do not get stun locked here. I will have to hit escape a lot here just to play it safe. Okay, so far so good. Oh yeah. Honestly, I should have left right away there. As soon as I saw amplify damage, I should have left. Whew, that's close. Okay, I'll check chat real quick. Stay at 1 till you find a few things. Yeah, I really should, honestly. My res is okay. It's really just cold damage. That's bad. Actually, you know what? I really should stay at 1 now that I think about it, because I have to go through Act 3 as well, and teleport through Act 3, just to get to Mephisto. So I have to do Council, I have to do all that risky stuff, so I think Act 1 is just better here, actually, now that I think about it. So we're actually going to reset the map here and just do some Andy. Because if I want to go to Meph, I have to do Council and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's way too risky. So I'm just going to focus on Hell mode. Okay, that's a good map so far. Decent map, not too bad. Okay, ring, amulet, sharkskin boots. Let's hope this is Tal's. I'm really hoping this is Tal's.
Greetings.
Come on, Tal's. Damn it! Damn it, man. Every time. Never lucky. Ah, it's unfortunate. But, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. And that glass half full is we have now completed the angelic set. A very small feat, but... Ah, man. I like this map. This map's actually really good. I'm in agreement with you. I don't know if I should keep resing the Merc, though, to be honest. He's gonna die every single time. Oh, man, those crates, those little burial boxes, were making me get stuck on the teleport. Scared me for a second there. Okay, it doesn't look like anything of value here. I'm just gonna hug this wall from now on, teleporting when I saw those ghouls. I think it's best to do that. Come on, Andoriel, a Shaco, an Oculus. Please be my best friend. Prove to me that I do not have to just do Mephisto. You know what, maybe I will start resing my Merc. Okay, IK boots.
I am overburdened.
That's pretty much it. Alright, let's get out of here before I actually die to poison damage.
The sisterhood welcomes you. Hello.
I guess we can start stockpiling some full rejuves now in my inventory. Usually I want to save them, but I guess in hell mode I might as well just use them now. If you have gold, it could be worth reviving just because he distracts a bit. Yeah, it's true. I have a lot of gold, actually. I think I'm capped in my stash. Yes, I am. You know what? I will keep res. I will keep the res up. Oh, that's stun lock. Get out of here with that. Yeah, those boxes right there, man. What a pain. I swear, if I die because of a box like that, I will be very upset. I'm going to knock on wood because I really do not want that to happen. Which is why I'm hugging that wall. I refuse to die to a box. Okay. Come on, Andoriel. Come on down. Wow, he just dies instantly. I wonder if there's any way I can change that other than maybe treachery, but like that's it. He dies so quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch to my Alibaba the last run or two. Now we can switch to it. If you're focusing on Daryl, try to get your cold mastery high. She has 50 cold res in hell, so you need 150. Yeah, I actually maxed it out. Pretty sure I have it maxed out here. Yep, I'm at 130%. Well, if I switch to the Alibaba at the end, it's 120.
The Order welcomes you. Good day.
Hopefully, all the items in Daryl keeps dropping will make up for the consistent revival of my Merc. Small price to pay, to be honest. Okay, I don't think it's worth killing him, especially if I start getting Amplify and stuff like that. Sometimes I get lucky killing those guys and I'll get like a Peasant Crown or something, but I don't think it's going to be worth it right now. Just skip right by. Yeah, he's going to be dead right here. 100%. Plate mail. We have the other two, I know for sure. Treachery doesn't even really help much versus her. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, you're on players 8, yeah. I'm on players 3 right now with this. I wonder if I should just go players 1. What do you think? Because I'm assuming you have like more experience with Andariel, right? Because usually I skip her. The only time I didn't skip her was my previous sorceress. I did 100 runs for, of course, video. So I usually skip her and just do Mephisto. So what do you think? Players 1, players 3? I'm going to guess it doesn't make that much of a difference. I'm sure my Merc will still die instantly as well. With the quest bug, it's not a huge difference, and your Merc's still going to get wrecked. Yeah, that's what I pretty much figured.
Yes?
On my past sorceresses, usually I'll throw Venom Ward on, and I don't even feel a difference with that either. Maybe if I had an Andariel Helm drop, that might help, but I have no idea. I think I have this armor already, but just checking. Or just chucking it in there just in case. Oh, we got a lot of guys in this room here, this run. I'm gonna play it safe, clear it out first. Gotta be careful with these teleports, since there's ghouls everywhere. There we go, should be okay now. Forgot to switch off, but we have another set amulet here. Come on, Tals.
The Order welcomes you.
I don't want to curse myself here, but I'll even settle for a telling of beads, but please, towels, come on. Oh, come on, man. Like, even telling of beads would have been fine. Always the bad luck with the rings and amulets for me. You know what, I shouldn't say that, because I've found like 3 SOJs within 200 Andy runs, so you know what? I shouldn't complain. Speed over player settings is always the way. Yeah, I think you're right on that as well. I'm gonna go to players 1, see how the difference is here. Ooh, those guys are fast. We're pulling back here. Grand Charm. Check that out in a second here. He followed Llama like me, and he did a lot of his big finds on players 1. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go players 1 then. Ooh, buddy! Oh, buddy, fire skills, but I'm not playing a fire source. Can somebody clip that? Because I wasn't recording, like I'm streaming, but I wasn't recording there. I accidentally stopped recording at the end of that run. I should have kept going, man. Fire skills, that's awesome. So, first quote-unquote GG find, I guess, right there so far. Fire skills off Andoriel, that's kind of funny. I usually don't expect, like, the charms to be good there, unless it's Geed's Fortune dropping. That's, like, the only time. Still a nice find indeed. If I go like Frozen Orb Fireball at some point, like that could be useful, but good find nonetheless. Oh, ghouls. Just sit back, slowly take care of that. You wand. Nothing really great there. Let me pause this. I'll quickly check it. On players 1. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go players 1 then. Ooh, buddy! Yep, that worked. Awesome. Oh, buddy, fire. Awesome. So I will have that later then. Maybe I should do... Oh, you're on an iPad? Yeah, everyone uses mobile these days. I don't usually use my mobile for watching streams. But, yeah, maybe I should do like a weekly magic find, or like weekly finds or something. Usually I don't play for too long, so I don't find too many great things, so that's why I haven't ever done it. I leave it for my 100 runs videos, but if I play consistently, I can definitely do like a weekly find or monthly find. Or I can do what Llama does and just do like a GG find number 1 or whatever. Like that one would fit me more since I don't usually play a whole lot. So first good find so far on my source. Rip Merc. Alrighty. So one good find so far.
Yes?
Actually, what else have I found? Let's take a look. Yeah, I would say that's the first good find, just looking off my stuff right now. Like, I don't really count a spirit I mean, unless you want to like really talk about early game, getting lucky with a Magi and a Mosers, but like they're technically not GG finds. They're just good for setting up for hell. That's it. Cold immune on that guy. I'm gonna back out right there. You'd say do the GG finds thing like Llama. He is literally the only other person on YouTube doing them now. Would be nice to have more. Okay, I'll definitely do that though. Or then, not though. Then I will definitely do it then. Part of me didn't want to anyway because like I don't want to like take away from other people that do that stuff, right? So, but people do request some of that stuff. Like I've had some people request other things that people do. But I mean, honestly, me as a Diablo 2 player, and I guess to some extent a viewer, I really enjoy his GG finds videos. They're awesome. So I guess it's something that I like doing or like watching. So I figured like if you guys like that stuff too, as you guys are talking about right now, then I can definitely do it. Rare Monarch, man. Damn. I was hoping for a white Monarch there. The one time extra magic find screws us over. Okay. Come on, Andy. Shaco, Oculus. Big thing from a viewer perspective is we want to see all your progression, not you going from no gear to full geared. Yeah, that's why I've started uploading my streams, and I kind of do Sorceress updates. I think I'm going to start doing Sorceress updates more, though. Specifically, upgrades, right? Oh, look at that. If only the res was higher, and maybe magic find on it, this would have been pretty good. It's kind of similar to my current boots. Got the 20 run walk. We got 23 magic find. There's no magic find on this. We have low triple res, but here I have high double. The important ones too, except maybe, I guess, poison would have been nice, but the lightning is really good there. Same with the fire. But yeah, I totally get what you mean though about like the going from no gear to full gear, because that's why I'm also upset about not recording or forgetting to record my Viper Magi drop, because like that's a pretty decent upgrade there going into hell mode. Mosers, I know I have like my stream, I think, showing this from yesterday. So like I could definitely take away from those as well. And then put them together. Oh, almost messed up that teleport big time. Just a little bit off. Well, I don't even have to static her. She just dies so quickly. I might even just take static off for more blizzard damage. You're building a frozen orb fire source for now because of my guide? I don't think I did a frozen orb fire source guide, right? Unless you're looking at like an upgrade or something, or not an upgrade, an update video or something. I haven't actually made a specific orb fireball guide. I think it would be a good idea to do though. If I haven't done one, I have a bad memory, so maybe I have and I just don't remember. I know I did a guide on like early ladder gear, so like a ladder sorceress. I've done like 1 or 2 videos on ladder gearing, how you want to gear early on, like the early spirit, how to get that, early rhyme, what you want to get like Viper Magi with stealth. Oh, I'm messing up a bit there with my movement. There we go. Oh my god, look at that. Rare Shaco, man. How to get trolled 101 right there. Damn it. Ah, so close. It's a rare, not a unique. Yeah, I will say you do a good job with your content. Really enjoying it. If you rip again, go hammered in. Honestly, yeah, I thought about going hammered in. For sure. Like, I was thinking about it, I think it was yesterday morning. before I streamed the second, what was it? Yeah, it was yesterday morning before I started streaming. I was thinking to myself, what if I died? Should I, like, go Paladin, Druid, Amazon? Like, I thought about switching it up because I've gotten some comments before. I talked about this yesterday, actually, on stream. I got some comments before where it's like, man, everyone plays a Sorceress in Diablo 2. You might as well call it Magic Find Sorceress 2, right? And they are 100% correct on that. Especially with that teleport staff I have in the stash now, I can just run like a Hammered In and equip that at like level 34. So like I can definitely do that as well and just play hammers. Alright, we have everything that just dropped, so no collections again. Go Javazon, you have a level 62 in hardcore. I see a lot of people playing Javazon. Like what I usually see is Sorceress, and it's like 90% Sorceress. And then it's like, I would say like 8% Amazon, and then like the last 2% is like other classes, right? Like I'll see Alara Shade playing Barbarian. I saw Extimus playing Barbarian recently. But I usually see Amazon and Sorceress. So like that's one of the reasons why I thought maybe not going Amazon. But then again, like if I went Hammered In, like everyone usually plays Hammered In too, right? Maybe not in terms of making videos, they don't, but in terms of like people playing the game, they usually play Hammered In as well. Oh my god, another set amulet, guys. Like, what's going on? We have 3 set amulets. Come on. Tal Rashes, let's go. Third time's the charm. Third time is the charm. At least Hammered In can smash Chaos Sanctuary. Yeah, see, that's actually the #1 reason why I want to go Hammers, is because they're so good in Chaos, and Chaos Sanctuary is my favorite place in the game. Same with Diablo 1, which is the hell area where Diablo is. Same thing, I really enjoy playing there as well. You lost 3 Hammerdins in hardcore just before level 30? Damn. After Source's Barb, you can at least leap through a lot of junk. It's almost as good as teleport. Barb would be an interesting challenge too, like trying to gear that up in single player. Because like that's one of the interesting things about single player as well, is you're doing self-found, right? If you're a barbarian right now in the ladder, you go battle orders and everyone carries you to hell mode, right? But if you're on single player, you have to do everything yourself. You have to go through nightmare, you have to get specific melee weapons and all that different stuff, right? Before you can go into hell. So seeing a progression of that would be pretty interesting. Okay, let's go. Tal Amulet. Come on, man. Come on. Second Suburbs. Never lucky. Everyone always talks about streamer luck. Where's the streamer luck at, man? I'm not feeling it. Oh, I already did this. I thought I left, actually. Okay, there we go. Second Suburbs. Like, even telling a beach would be okay, because my current amulet isn't that great. The other good thing about a Hammered In as well is you can get a Spirit Shield very early on top of that with res. So that's like another thing as well for hammers. You can just whirlwind through levels too if you need to. Barb with low tier rune word weapons works fine. If you told me you had to do a Holy Grail but couldn't use Source, you would go Barb? Why don't I play BattleNet? I did like a pros and cons analysis basically, so Let's see. How can I explain? Should be easy to explain. It's more difficult to explain while I'm playing. So the reason why I prefer to play single player, specifically Pluggy. If I couldn't play Pluggy, I would play online. But the number one reason I prefer single player is the reason why I play Diablo 2 right now is I enjoy trying to collect items, all of them. It gives me something to do, right? It's a purpose. So collecting every item in the game. Now, of course, you can do that on Battle.net, but the annoyance about Battle.net is you have to make sure your characters don't expire, because after 3 months they expire. To me, that's just really, really, really annoying. Number two, the stash size, right? So with Pluggy, we have the stash size, which is really nice here. So this is another reason why I like it. Number three, I really like having saved maps. So if I have a good map like I do for Andoriel right now, I can keep doing it, right? So I guess you could say I'm kind of lazy. I don't like having to teleport everywhere, especially if I'm not playing a source. So in this case here I am, so my argument kind of doesn't work because I'm playing a source anyway. But if I was playing like a Hammerden or a Barbarian, running through catacombs every single time finding the levels is not fun at all to me. So, like, random maps are cool and all, but I do like the saved aspect where you can save whatever maps you like. That's, at least for me, like, Lower Karos is a good example. The chance of you getting 2 chests, or more than that, is not every time, right? Oh, I forgot to switch off there, rip. So, like, those are my main reasons for playing single player. The other reason, too, is I don't really play with anybody on multiplayer. So, if I'm not playing with anybody on multiplayer, and I'm trying to collect everything, then I might as well play single player anyway. The only time I come play multiplayer is for the ladder reset. I'll like try and get into a group of 8, rush all the way to Hellbale. Once we kill Hellbale, I might play for like another day or 2 and then I stop. So I enjoy the race to Hellbale. I try to be the first to kill Hellbale. I got it a couple of times on West back in like 2012, but then I just stopped like trying to find a rank 1 team or whatever you want to call it. But overall, that's the main reason I play single player. You agree? You can Trivinkle run with item find after for high runes and whatnot, and Battle.net is almost always player 1 and has lag from time to time. Yeah, lag as well. You can never enjoy single player games. It's hard for me to enjoy it nowadays. Growing up, right, I used to play a lot of single player games like Banjo, Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie. Those are like 2 of my all-time favorite games on the Nintendo 64. Another one would be Paper Mario. I used to play that game a lot. Collecting the badges, right? Kind of similar to Holy Grail here. You would collect all the badges instead of items. So, like, I used to enjoy a lot of single-player games. It's a bit harder for me now. I like multiplayer. But, I mean, to me, it's just like there's a very small difference between multiplayer and single-player for Diablo 2. Right now, though, there isn't really any cheats or bots. So, like, this would be a good time to play Battle.net. But the last couple years, it was nothing but bots and, what's the other thing too? Hacks, right? So it's like, you know, what's the point of playing if people are cheating and hacking? Because I don't, right? So it's like, how am I supposed to compete against all these bots and map hackers and whatnot when I don't use it, right? I just instantly fall behind. So like, that's one of the other reasons why I switched off as well. Like, this is a good season to actually play. But at this point, I'm kind of invested into single player with collecting every item in the game. I don't really want to do that and then everything goes to non-ladder or expires. So that's why I just chose to remake this instead of playing Battle.net. But I totally get what you mean.
Greetings. Good day.
I'm almost tempted to go up in players again. Haven't had too much luck on Andy, but I mean, that's, you can't expect everything every like 1 run or even 5 runs, so. But still, I feel like, oh, I should go up in players. It would be far more annoying though to deal with. Merc would die instantly and then have to kite even longer. Wow, only 1 item and it's a magical assault helmet. That was some really bad luck there. Okay, these guys have auras. I'm gonna pull back. I don't want to take too much of a risk here. Wow, another set amulet. This is number 4. They also have a magical Shaco there. Okay, we're gonna back out in a second here. There we go. Kind of risky to kill those champions there. Come on. Come on. Oh man, 4 set amulets. We're getting so many amulets, just no luck on them. Like, even a Telling of Beads would be fine for an upgrade, but I can't even get that, man. And we got some auras up here again. Oh, those guys are really fast. Gonna pull back. Don't want to get ambushed. And there's level 78.
For the glory of Ivgarod.
Come on, where's the Shaco? GG drop. Thank you very much for the follow. Is that Toby? I don't want to say Tob. Tob doesn't sound right. Is it Toby? The 2 B's make it sound like Tob, but... Oh man, I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry if I totally mess it up. Thank you so much for the follow, though.
The Order welcomes you.
Okay, let's see. 2 essences. Not really worried about essences, though. This is pluggy after all. We can just respec for free, so I should just really hold 1. Make 1 token just for the sake of collecting. Okay. Oh my god, stun lock there. I actually meant to teleport, but I accidentally used like Ice Blast or something there. So I got stuck. Stun locks are pretty dangerous. Okay, we have a unique ring here. Don't know what it's gonna be. An SOJ would be great, so we could get an early Annie, but I mean, otherwise, I don't think it really matters what it is. Neggle ring, you know what? Yeah, SOJ, Bull Cathos, just something good would be nice. Pretty bad streak recently, so a lot of set amulets like that alone is really good to get a lot of set amulets, but we just haven't gotten lucky enough to get a Tal amulet. So hopefully we make it up with this. I'll give it a second. Let me know what you guys think it is here. I'll let you guys guess that. You think Llama had to find a Shaco on his Holy Grail at like Hell Diablo? Yeah, it took him a year. I remember seeing that video. It took him a year to find a Shaco, and it was on Diablo. So what do you guys think this unique ring is? I'm going to try this. I'm going to let you guys guess what it is, and maybe that will give me some good luck. I should have done that with the amulets as well, because like that's kind of fun to do, right? If you guys are tuning in, you guys are able to guess what it is, and just makes it a little bit more interesting for you guys. Let's see here. So two-handed weapons. I'm just going to clean up my stash while you guys take a guess. No, I actually didn't have this. Good thing I kept it. Executioner's Sword, that should be the next page. Okay, I do have that one already. Weapons. Oh wait, I think I actually confused that for a second. Yeah, that's Uratha's. Good thing I double checked that. So now we just need Galame's face for that. I think Angelic is like over here. Yep, there it is. Already have the Siverbs. Okay, we're gonna identify this real quick here. So let's see what your guesses are. Dwarf Star, Minald Heal, and Carrion Ward. I want to say I hope all of you are wrong, but thank you for the stream, Nexius. Good luck. Are you heading out? Alright, let's identify this. If in case you're heading out, let's identify right now. Let's go. Come on. Ah, man. At least you guys were all wrong, and it's something decent here. Dwarf Star? At least this one's useful. Like, even though it's not like an SOJ, it's still useful because I'm running a Minald Heal right now. So we do get a little bit more magic find. We go from 166 to 191, or 269 to 294 here. So it is technically an upgrade, even though it's not amazing like an SOJ. Alright, where is the one-handed axes? That's tier 1, tier 2 axes right there. And finally, we have to place the stealth and whatnot in some kind of page. Oh yeah, fire skills, that goes to page 99. There we go. Oh yeah, and the wand. I think wand is like page 40 something. No, it's a bit higher, I think. Daggers, pole arms. I don't think I have a page for staves and wands yet, so I'll just throw that there for now. And my jewelry is over here, so Minald Heal. Alright, I think we're okay now. Make sure everything is not wasted on the ground. How many pages of inventory do you need anyways for a full Holy Grail? Honestly, I have no idea, but I just kind of organize it in a specific way, so, like, first 10 or so is like my crafting, so like here I'll put everything just to store it right away, and then page 2 I put my crafting stuff. Page 3 to 9 I usually put my socketed items, so like these right here. Page 10 here, I have my runes going up in order, so based on like level. So 27, 29, Hell and Dole will be like right here. And going forth, I have a soul, so I can make a lore off this actually. Don't need it anymore though, but there it is. 19, I have my jewelry, and then 20, so I'll do like helmets here. Tier 1 helmets, Tier 2 helmets, and then Tier 3 helmets, and then I go in order again by helmet or armor. So helmet to armor here. Tier 2, Tier 3, then gloves, and so forth. And then I do my set items at 100, just because there's a lot of items for sets, just to get it out of the way. So I kind of organize it that way until I actually get much deeper into collections. Once I only need a certain amount, then I'll actually kind of reorganize it in a better way. At least that's my thought process on it. Mind Blast, Dragon Flight, 6-socket Grim Scythe. I don't think there's anything really worth using off this, correct? It's only, like, it's low damage and 6-socket. No, cold immunity. We gotta really watch out for this Amplify as well. Ghouls plus Amplify is not good at all. Not good. I think we'll be okay once we kill Andy. She'll kill all of them nearby. There we go. Got another one right here. Doubt you could do it on Baal anyways, even with the new character increase coming. Make more room for runes. You have 3 rows for each rune, and it's starting to get crowded. Ah, I usually use 1 row because I feel like I don't need a whole lot. So like, let's see here. So like I have a whole row of Eth runes, right? I don't think I'll need any more Eths if I start making some rune words, because I know with the Holy Grail I'm gonna make every rune word once. I'm sure I can just replenish it afterwards. So I think 1 row of a particular rune should be okay. We'll see though, because I don't want to collect them all. And then, okay, yeah, we're just gonna leave that. That's a stun lock right there. Not good. Good thing I was on my A game there and was ready to hit escape.
Yes?
Some bad luck teleporting luck. I just said luck twice. Okay, let's pick up that Merc. He'll help tank. It's a good reminder. I probably shouldn't even waste my time killing these, but I get lucky sometimes with them on the drops. But it's honestly like maybe once or twice every 100 runs, so maybe I should just ignore it. It would suck to think about it though. A Shaco could drop off one of them or something. But all the time spent killing them could be like an extra Andy run or 2 or something. So I guess just doing Andy runs and skipping them. I know most people skip them. I'm one of those players that actually kills the champions if I come across, but... Come on, let's go. I have all 4 of those actually, so nothing good there. Make more... Oh yeah, I just read that. Make more room for runes. Trying to check chat every run if I can, in between boss kills. We got some Might Aura up in here. Gotta be careful. Okay, we got some gore. Or not gore, goblin toe, that's right. Yeah, goblin toe. Don't have those yet.
Good day.
So 1 unique ring and 4 set amulets so far. I'm not sure how many Andy runs I've done so far on players 1 and 3, a mixture of the two. But we found quite a lot of jewelry, which is what she's known for. Just no luck on what they are specifically, other than the Nagel ring, which is an upgrade. Hoping for a Shaco or something, but no luck on that either yet. Just the one upgrade. I think I'm going to go back to players 3, see how it changes.
The Sisterhood welcomes you. Greetings.
It's crazy to think how many runs one can do right now in like Nightmare or Hell, and somehow people find Shakos right away, or Jaws and Burrs, like early on in the ladder reset. Oh my god, that was a really bad teleport. I meant to Blizzard there. Hate it when I do that, man. You meant to Blizzard, and you accidentally teleport right into the group. Foul rune out of the little crate here. Back to Corbin. Don't have it, I'm pretty sure. Who's Lodell Evo? Like, what kind of names are these, right? Like, some of them are just so weird. Prevent monster heal, but only good for collection. How's it going? Ah, hell now, sweet. Yep. I did a little bit of players 8 Baal and Meph, as you saw earlier, but wasn't finding too much, so some of you guys were recommending just to go into hell mode, which I'm doing now. Focusing on Andy. I have found 4 set amulets, and I haven't gotten Talis yet. set ring, but we know there are no good set rings in this game. Wouldn't that be nice if they added like some more set rings? Because it's really only Catherine's and Angelic, and they're just not that great. Every time I see a set ring, it's instant disappointment. Okay, I think players 1 is still better. Way better. Still not getting too much luck, and I see a big difference between 1 and 3. Can you imagine trying to do like high players like this early on, and you don't have static field? This is one of the other crappy things about early on is, in terms of watching and even magic finding, it's kind of boring because you have to do the same area over and over again before you're actually good enough and won't die in hardcore for the other areas. Come on, Andy. Shaco, Oculus, Vex. What else can we go for? Even Gold Wrap. Some kind of amulet would be nice. There's so many things we could get this early on, but we haven't gotten too lucky. Demon Hide Armor and an Ancient Axe. Pretty sure we need both of those, but no upgrades. What shield are you going to use in the end? I'll probably do the typical Spirit Monarch. I just love the cast rate, the hit recovery, the 2 skills. But until I get that Monarch for Spirit, honestly, even if until I get even more res, I think I need a lot more res before I switch off the Mosers, because 63 to all res is really good. So I think I'll just stick with Moses for the longest time until I get much more res, whether it's through Mara's, Tal Armor, other resistances and other ways like that, maybe an Annie. So Moses is probably going to be my preferred shield for now, since I actually have one this time around. I never did find one on my previous Sorceress. Your thoughts on Storm Shield? Storm Shield isn't too bad if you want the damage reduction, and it has some res. Because like one res is, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure on this, but I always say this, even though I'm pretty sure I always say I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure like one resistance is one damage reduction percentage. So like 75 fire resistance reduces damage from fire by 75%, right? So you could get, say here, where I reduce damage from everything, all elements, by 63%. Whereas a Storm Shield, you get that different res, so all that reduction, while also 35% reduction, which is almost like 35 all res as well. So I mean, you could go either way. The only reason I probably would prefer Moses. Oh my god, I can't speak. Mosers. There we go. I had it right the first time. Mosers doesn't require as much strength, right? 156 is the Storm Shield. So in that case, I kind of prefer the Moser's shield over Storm Shield. But honestly, if you prefer it, you can go for it. Because like physical attacks is another thing too, right? All resistances or resistances in general will not reduce physical damage taken. It's all elemental damage. So fire, cold, lightning, poison. So if you want that physical reduction as well, Storm Shield to some people would be better. I guess it's more personal preference, really. I just like Spirit because cast rate and the hit recovery, the 2 dual skills, all that different stuff. Man, the Magic Find luck has been pretty mediocre, aside from a fire GC. There's got to be some luck soon here. I'll probably do a couple more runs. Bone Knife, but not unique, so there's no Wizard Spike there. Like, I'm even checking these caskets now, just hoping for like a rune drop or something, because these drop runes kind of often, sort of. I would love to go through Act 2 and 3 right now, but I would like something else before I actually do it. But I haven't had too much luck. Man, not even a unique. Andy sucks right now. Damn. This is where I would wish I was in Act 3 right now so I could just do some Mephisto, because Mephisto is almost always reliable. I mean, yeah, it might suck for like the first 10 or 20 runs, but eventually you'll get something for an upgrade. Ooh, I should not have teleported like that. Okay, Amplify's gone. But yeah, at least Mephisto, you might get an upgrade, right? Shaco, maybe a rune. My previous Sorceress, I didn't do Andy that much because of this. I took the risk and went through Act 3 early, but... I mean, Andy just doesn't have too much luck for me. So how have you guys been with your progress? Have you guys been playing the ladder at all? Giant sword, I'm pretty sure I already have that. But I'll throw it up in stash just in case. Kind of curious how the ladder is right now. It's been how many weeks now? Let's see, it started on the 12th. So it's been about 2 weeks, almost 3 I think. I'm assuming it's still going really good. Small charm, maybe something good off that. Nice, 7 magic find, there we go. Something decent. And that's why I sometimes kill these guys, because they might give something decent. 7 magic find charm isn't exactly an upgrade, but it's something. So that's actually pretty good. Just gotta be careful here, we do have amplify damage on. Ghouls with Fanaticism aura, plus Amplify. That would be me probably dead if I teleported recklessly there. These guys have blessed aim, so there's gotta be another champion. There he is. Oh my god, run! Another set amulet. That's 5 set amulets. Wow. So many set amulets today. And only 1 unique ring so far of Hell Andy. I'll let you guys guess this one. Maybe that will help. I did get an upgrade, which was a Nagel ring when I did do this last time. So maybe you guys will help me get a good amulet for once, since the other 4 have been terrible. If you guys were betting men and women right now, you would probably bet on a Civerbs, because I've gotten 2. 2 out of 4 so far have been Civerbs, but who knows? You started on US West and then noticed everyone was playing East, so you're trying to switch over? Yeah, I noticed that too a couple years ago. West is just dead now, unfortunately. Everyone plays East, and I don't know how Europe and Asia are. I see sometimes Europe groups with the ladder starting, but for the most part it's East. West is dead. Sell it to Geet and buy it back, he's a lucky bastard. Oh, my aura, let's get out of there. Don't get stun locked. Come on, Andy, don't be scared. Alright, here we go. Gonna identify right here. Telling of Beads. Well, at least it's an upgrade. That's what I was looking forward to for an amulet if it wasn't going to be Tals. So, at least an actual upgrade here. Want to ult skills with some res, especially poison this early on against Andoriel.
Good day.
So we have gotten 2 upgrades this session. I think it's 2. Yeah, Nagel Ring and Telling of Beads, and we did find a Fire GC, which you can technically count as an upgrade. Two to Druid skills, 2 to Tornado. Oh man, so close to that. 5 NATO helmet. Even if it was 5 NATO though, the majority of the stats are pretty bad otherwise. Almost, man. I have never found a 5 NATO or 5 Battle Order before. That's so close. Radaman Sphere. Come on, Andy. Shaco, Oculus, top 2 searches. Even Wizard Spike actually would be nice. Don't hide back there. Let's go. I'm going to do 3 more runs. This will be run 1 here. I've been at it for a couple of hours at least. Okay, run number 2 right here.
Hello. Yes?
Yesterday, when I did my last final run, I got 2 decent items, if I remember correctly. So maybe this will be a nice last run luck as well. Not this one here, the next run. This is run 2 out of 3. Oh, that cold enchanted damage. Okay, we're at nothing again. Last run right here. Made the last run streamer luck kick in right here.
Yes?
Always with the amplified damage. Nice, there's our 79. We have a magical monarch. If only that was a regular monarch right there. Can maybe make a spirit. Oh, gotta be careful there. This has been bad? Yeah, dude, it's been awful, man. I cannot believe how bad this has been. And that's with 300% magic find. Like, I know people run 400%, but, like, it's not that big of a difference, right? I don't know. I can't believe how bad this is.
Good day.
Okay, last run. 100% right here. Last run. I just want something good for once, but I can't keep going endlessly. I've already been at it for a couple hours. Then the other thought comes into my mind too. What if I stuck in Nightmare Players 8 right now? Would I have found anything? I don't know. At least in comparison to these runs here. I'm gonna pull back a bit there. Saw those auras. Come on, Andy. Please. Andy and Meph have been so bad, even in Nightmare. It's our last chance right here. Last run of the stream. Come on, Andy. Come back. No, I read that unique and I thought it was the ring. One more run, Players 8? Okay, I'll do that. Players 8. We're gonna do it.
Yes.
This one's gonna be a very big pain because I'm gonna have to kite forever, but after what I just went through, I think it's worth checking out. Players 8 it is. Gonna throw this real quick in the stash. Where did that fallen guy go? What? Oh, okay, there he is. Teleportation, that's why he disappeared. Okay, this charm is deck, so nothing really good. This is Players 8, so we're gonna have to play it a little bit safe here. Clearing it out first. Ouch, the Amplify on Players 8. Uh-oh, Andy's back. Oh my god, that damage. Oh my... Amplify, go away. Might have to pick up the Merc again.
I am overburdened.
Okay, she is slowly going down. switch off to the Alibaba to make it worth it, and
I can't carry anymore.
most certainly not worth it.
I am overburdened.
Large charm doesn't really matter, but we'll check in a sec. Yeah, this stream, oh my god, this stream has not had any luck today. Damn. Hopefully next stream, if I go again later today or even tomorrow, we'll see. I've been streaming consistently lately, actually, surprisingly. Luck has not been there, aside from early yesterday. Yesterday at the end we got the Mosers, and we also got the skin. So like those were good luck there. But other than that, yeah, nothing really here. Player 7 is cap for Andy, right? I think it is 7. I think it is for most people, or most areas actually, because you get extra loot on 1, 3, 5, and 7. So 8 is actually pretty redundant. I just like to go to 8 anyway because it's the cap. But man, wow, this stream, I'm so sorry guys. If you were hoping to find something amazing like a Shaco or like a rune, not yet, man. I'm at that part where it's very risky. I actually almost died going to Viper. Very close to dying on Viper there, so I actually went back to Act 1 for some magic finding. So what exactly do I need? Let's turn this music off real quick here so we can go over, just a recap here, what we should look forward to here in terms of the gears, in case you guys are wondering. So I do have the Spirit, but I do think Wizard Spike would be a lot better, so I can actually teleport faster, and the res will help for sure as well, since I'm not capped at all, to help keep me alive going to Act 3 anyway, to do Mephisto. So I think Wizard Spike would be very nice. The Alibaba is fine for like when you're about to kill Andy or about to kill Meph, so that's perfectly fine. A higher Viper Magi would be really great, but overall we're pretty good on armor for now, unless we find like a Tal armor, which I don't think we will find until way later. So Scalders or Skin will be fine. I think Skin's better for the safety of teleporting. Helmet, Shaco for sure. So Wizard Spike, Shaco. I think Mosers is fine unless we get a Spirit Shield. But for now, I think Mosers is fine. Belt, Spider, if we can find that off Meph, that would be nice as well. Gold Rat for extra magic find, I guess. Tal Amulet would be great. Mara's would be great. Geeds for extra magic find, and my boots are pretty much fine. Even if we find War Travelers, I really feel my boots are better for now because of the res, until I get much more res through, say, Tal Amulet and armor or something. So overall, that's the current gear. Not too many upgrades, only a Nagel Ring and a Tallying of Beads. So very slow right now in the process of magic finding. Both came off Hell Andy, of course. As for the Hell Andy session, for those of you that weren't here for the whole thing, I believe that was 5 set amulets. 5. And 2 of them were Siverbs, 2 were Angelic, and then this one was Telling of Beads. Then we had, I think, 1 unique ring. I'm pretty sure only 1, and it turns out it was this 25% ring here, so... overall, gonna cut the stream there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for chatting, discussing, letting me know what you guys find. If you ever find anything cool, like say I turn off the stream now, if you find something like a Mal or an OM or whatever, don't be afraid to go to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment, man, letting me know what you find. I always find it cool where you guys find your stuff and what you find. A lot of you already do that, and it's really cool to hear it. So if you guys ever find anything, don't be afraid to give me an update on either YouTube or if I'm streaming here like you guys are here now. So overall, thank you guys as always for watching. Thanks for the YouTube channel subscriptions, viewing, liking, all that support. That's subscription earlier, of course, as well, from Jank. Thank you so much for that. So there we go. Cutting it out. Outro right here. I'll see you guys next time.